wires, all that stuff. They couldn't let him come to himself. So when he called, I said, you know what? Probably you have to send him out. So they called the cops, they called 911, and they had their own way of getting him out of the house. Mental health is an issue which is very dicey. You don't know whether it's a behavior or it's an illness. And excuse me to say, in America, we are all stuck in the house. Right now, because of so many things going on, you are even scared to go out and you are even scared to stay home. So the kids can't be kids of themselves. They stay on the computer to do so many things, which sometimes affect the mental issue. Be open to anybody around us so we can talk and share some things like small things together. In Africa, we just stand in front of our houses and you can get millions of people to talk to, whether you know the person or you don't know the person. Here, your neighbor, sometimes it's even difficult to say, hi, how are you? So sometimes it makes it difficult as to who do I talk to, who do I not talk to. But as a small community or as a small group in a family, we can even share our stuff together. And it's very difficult, even if a member is having these mental issues, because they tell you what is happening to you. They will say, I don't know. Sometimes you can tell there's something wrong, but you can't even help the person. You can go to the hospital, they cannot even give you a proper diagnosis as to what is really happening. You will be in and out of the hospital several times before they can even tell you this is what is causing the person to have this. So this 16-year-old boy going through this crisis has saddened me the whole day, because we really don't know what is going on and we can't even help him. So mental health, as difficult as it is, we just have to be open and find things to do. We really need to find things to do to take our minds off certain things. So that's what I will contribute to it.
Patience, thank you. I could feel that that was coming from your heart, and that's how we do here at RobLynn Live. We open up, we tell things that maybe hurt a little bit to talk about, but when it's all said and done, we feel a little bit better. I know I felt better airing my laundry out a little bit tonight, and that gave some of you an understanding of why I'm such a wacky kind of guy, because I've got issues, and there's not a darn thing wrong with that. I'm not ashamed in any way that I have issues. Now, do I rant and rave sometimes? Oh yeah. And my sidekick here can attest to that. But there's nothing meant by it. And as long as we talk things out, as you said, Patience, it's all good. All good. So thank you for sharing. And now we're going to move over to Ohio, staying in the United States, and we'll speak with Dawn and DL. But they'll speak with us.
Being a health coach, I've had to learn to really listen. You know, there's a lot of people who have problems with eating and foods and stuff, and talking really helps bring a lot of it out, and makes people understand that they're eating a lot of foods that are making them feel good, but they're not feeling good because they're eating the wrong things. And I mean, it all comes together. I mean, it really does, because I think when people are depressed, they're going to eat bad things. They think it's good stuff because it tastes good, but then in the long run, it's going to make them really feel crappy at the end. And but I mean, it's kind of the whole thing is getting people to talk first and what's going on in their lives, and helping them change a few things. But Don wants to talk now.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, artificial intelligence is one of the models that I was fascinated with. I read about earlier today was the virtual reality model. I mean, if you sit and think about it, right, that artificial intelligence can program a therapist, I should say, can program those headgear that they wear. They can in a stable environment, I should say, they can give you feelings of joy, security, peace, quiet, and on and on and on. So in a controlled environment, I think virtual reality is a ticket that will help many, many people. So back to you, Rob.
All right, thank you for that, Dio. I appreciate that. And Dawn, as you mentioned, I just want to remind everybody our topic Thursday is going to be AI and diet. So I think we certainly may be calling on you to add a few things there. But diet does have something to do with mental health. I don't think there's any doubt. Someone sits there and eats nothing but carbs, okay? Nothing but carbs, and they're 480 pounds and they should be 180. Well, that's diet at work. And, that's something that someone needs. If they need help with that, they can get help, hopefully. And talking things out like that really helps. So AI and diet is on for Thursday night, just so everybody.
Don's been going through some therapy for his back, and he's been doing some pool therapy in the pool, swimming pool. And I went with him today, and I was just shocked of the people that were there for the pool therapy that were so obese. And I'm thinking, I know the water's helping them, but I'm thinking they need so much help, learning how to control their eating. And I mean, it's just sad. It breaks my heart when I see it, but I realize when people feel bad, they eat bad and do bad things for their bodies. But I was just shocked. I mean, everybody in the pool was overly weight except Don. I mean, Don was, he looked really little in amongst all these people, but it just floors me to see how heavy people are.
So we shouldn't refer to DL as cinnamon bun DL, right? I mean, he's not a cinnamon bun kind of guy. All right, let's Robert. Greg, I see your hand again. Go ahead, Mr. Hill. And if I missed anybody, I will come back to you. I promise. I promise. I promise. You're going to have to unmute there, old man.
Oh, you ding dang. Hey, you guys. Recently, Franz Marcellin had asked me to do something for him. And so I really enjoy doing that. But, I didn't know that he was an officer for 24 years. And I just wanted to thank you so much. And I know that in that position that you were in, and being a detective as well, that you probably had to deal with a lot of mental health issues for people out there. And that's something that our officers see a lot of these days, especially these days. So I was just kind of curious if you had anything you could add about that, because you have a lot of great experience, I'm sure, dealing with the public and dealing with mental health issues. Do you?
Well, thank you, Greg. It's nice to see everyone here. Yes, I was going about to say something later, but since you mentioned it, yes, we do. We deal with a lot of mental health, and it reached a point where that I believe around 2000, probably like 18, 19, 20, 2020. A lot of officers have to go back to train because what happened is there have been a lot of police shooting because of people with mental health. Because sometimes the actions, officers thinking that the action was a threat to them, and also the way they communicate was a problem. And, there was a lot of shooting, people with mental health, and also with autism, and there was a lot of issue with that. So you know, sometimes a lot of time we arrest people, and when they call the police and you go to the call and you deal with people, and sometimes the mental health, what they went through. I remember 2014, 2005, 2006, when the economy was bad, we had a lot of people with mental health, and sometimes instead of taking them to jail, we have to take them to the hospital, you know, because it was an issue of crime. It was mostly an issue of mental health. So it's always a problem. And also, I can say that we officers, we also have mental health, because sometimes a lot of the calls, the thing we have to deal with, sometimes the fatalities or the shootings, everything like that, and those things stick with you for life. And sometimes, you know, when you have bad dreams, you know, and you get upset, you get frustrated, you know, just because, you know, certain thing that happened during your work career or tour of duty, and then suddenly it just come up in your mind, it just make you upset. And also a lot of abuse, you see the domestic abuse, child abuse, all those things affect officers. That's why you see a lot of officers, sometimes when they retire, they commit suicide. You know, there's a lot of suicide. Most of them, it was like because of mental health. They can deal with the situations. They cannot deal, you know, with the thing that they're seeing, and it's hard for them to process it. You know, so nowadays you see there's a lot of help for officers and also for military personnel and firefighters, where they have peer support and they have chaplain, you know, go there very often, or sometimes they have a full-time chaplain where officers or firefighters or military personnel, they can go and talk to them to help them with their mental health.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Well, good stuff. Thank you both for sharing that. That means a lot. Means a heck of a lot. And thank you for your service over those 24 years, Franz. Didn't know you were there that long, but and you look pretty young for having served 24 years. Is it the grief? How do you do it?
When I came out of the military, I went to the military young. So when I got out of the military, I went straight to the police.
All right. Well, good stuff. Good stuff. Did you retire from the police?
Yes, I retired 2021.
2021. And were you a detective? I thought I heard Greg say something about detective.
Yeah, I was like an economic crimes detective. And also before that, I was a traffic homicide detective. So that that was tough for me.
Yeah, that is. Any type of homicide, whether it's road or any kind, I'm sure the visuals on that are not pretty, for sure.
Yeah,
so thanks for sharing. We appreciate you, brother.
Okay,
Let's go to Loney. Loney, talk to us.
Hi, Pedro.
Welcome, Pedro. Hello, Loney. Hello, Loney.
Everybody not feeling safe, it affects every one of us. We all think we are okay, but it just takes a little thing to just, for one of the nuts in our brains to just go haywire. It's everywhere around us, and we all need help. We have to, when people reach out to us, we should try and be there for them. It can happen all of a sudden. I have seen it happen. You're normal, and the next thing you know, something just goes off. And that's why we have so many, in fact, we don't have enough therapists to help everyone. We need more of them because they actually do help. Because what most people most of us, what we need is somebody to talk to. The life we live is, we're all segregated. There's no longer community anymore. It's everybody minding their business. Crimes happen out there, and you see people walk away as if it's nothing. It never used to be like that before. When something is happening, you will see people to help you. But nowadays, when things happen, they look away as if it's normal. Everybody is scared. In fact, I just don't know where to start from. All I know is when we start being a community again, which is why I love ONPASSIVE, because it's opening the way for people to learn that you are not alone. There are people out there, you can reach out to people. Our old people, they're so lonely. They have nobody to talk to. And that's what causes this mental health problem. Nobody for you to talk to. You look left, you look right, everybody is in a hurry. So please, if you see people, talk to them. Just hi. Just say hello to people. It makes a lot of difference. Sometimes people will greet people, not because, they just want to talk. They just want somebody to listen to them, somebody just to know that they're there, they're present. Because nowadays, families are not there for their people. The society, we've lost that family connection. It's just me and me. And no society can survive like that. We all need ourselves. The kids, they need their fellow kids, they need the adults. The adults, they need the kids, they need the grandparents. We all have to learn how to start caring for other people, not just us. Everything is not money, money, money. Reaching out. Well, that's all I have to say today. I just want people to start reaching out. Your neighbors. I can tell you that there are some people who don't even know their next door neighbor. And even when they see them, they don't even say hi. And even when the neighbors say hi to them, they just ignore them. That's not life. We have to start learning how to reach out to people. Because when you have a community, there's something about community. It fosters togetherness, love. And that's what we're lacking. The human relationship, the human sympathy is no longer there. It's like it's being bred out of us. And without that, we are nothing. So please, everybody, you see people, say hello to them, even if they don't say hello to you back. By the time you do it 5, 6 times, you find them responding to you. So please be your neighbor's keeper. Don't ignore them. Especially the old people. Reach out to them. In the stores, if you just say hello to them, you see them wanting to talk to you, or you smile, you see them smiling back at you. So please, if we all start doing that, it will make an impact.
Lonnie, a smile is really powerful.
Yes, it is. It is.
Extremely powerful. And one of the games I play, I don't call it, well, it's a game, we'll say. When I go to the store, when I go to the grocery store, I look for people to smile to.
Yeah.
And because you know what? That might be the only smile they get all month. Who knows? But that smile can change their whole day. And I've done that before, and I've been able to strike up a conversation just from a smile. It is a powerful tool. So yes, anybody out there, make it a challenge to yourself. When you go somewhere, go to the store, see if you can smile at 5 people when you go in there. That means you've changed 5 people's lives. They'll look at life differently.
Yes, Gregory. Very true.
Thank you to both of you. Wow. Powerful, powerful stuff, man. A smile goes a long way. And Lonnie, like you said, just reach out to somebody. You can tell in people's face sometimes what they're feeling, what they're not feeling. Hey, that smile will light them up. And just saying hello, it's amazing. If you say hello to someone, they may be walking around the store. Oh, I've done this. Walk around the store looking down. Well, all you got to do is say something to them in a nice way, and chances are they'll either strike up a conversation with you or they'll say, thanks, I needed that. And I've heard that so many times, so I'm blue in the face. It's good stuff. It's, love thy neighbor as thyself. What it goes that back to, love thy neighbor as thyself. So I see Pedro has joined us. I don't want to miss anybody. Let's see, that was Loney. Patience spoke. We can come back to you, Patience. Let's pick up Pedro and then we'll come back to you, Patience. Is that all right? Please?
That's fine. You want to test my patience, so I have it.
I'm testing it, baby. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Pedro.
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
Yeah,
Let's hit those emoji, smiley emojis, guys, and also chat in the chats, the smiley.
All right.
Smiley faces.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and good morning to others. A very touchy subject, how to help those with mental issues. And I heard Carmela's experience, very touching. The recommendations of Eloni, of course, beautiful to reach out just by being kind. And I know we're going to hear from patients, and those are the very 2 things that are outlined in the holy writings of Christians to cultivate. There is 9 fruitages of God's Spirit, but those are 2. Love is the number 1, of course. And I have tried to practice that, and it does work. Smiling is a great thing. I have to do it. I try to do it everywhere I go as well, just like Greg said. Some people just might turn away. They don't want to talk, and I understand that. I don't resent whenever I get, but I always make the attempt to look at people and try to smile or get some feedback from them and see where they want to talk. So these are ways in which we can alleviate the coldness of that has developed worldwide. It's not just United States; it's worldwide, and it's in prophecy that the last days will be marked by things like this, and we all have a measure of. I'm going to say this mental disability. We were born with that. It was transferred from our first parents that deviated from the purpose of God. So that is in our genes. We have a measure. I have 2 professional psychiatrists. The two of them have PhD on these degrees. The one from Guatemala, we have talked, and I have expressed to her how I feel about this, because she has to deal with cases that are very rough. For example, she said, I have a client that I have to interview every week, and it's like 18-year-old boy, and he has killed over 203 people, cold-blooded. And so can you imagine, she's trying to get some insight into his mind to see how he can be helped. She says, I see no remorse in anything that he says. It's just, can you imagine that? Of course, this is an extreme, but our friend here in the police force has expressed how we can be affected by what we live, what we see. And of course, the police force has to deal with so much. We appreciate the service. My son is a firefighter, and he has seen a lot. A personal friend was stabbed by somebody that was on the street, had a knife and that kind of thing. And they tried to help him, and he just jumped and stabbed the fellow, trying to help him. So this affects the way it shapes us in such a way that we start suffering probably from some sort of this. I had an uncle who had so many operations that after using so many drugs, I already talked about this before, he had to walk out to the hospital with his left arm hanging on the skin. And after that, he had already a prosthesis. He had lost his right leg on a motorcycle accident, and he couldn't bear to lose the arm in this second accident. So he was hanging on the hope that they would do something, and they did so many operations. Even one of the doctors that operated in him passed away before him. He got to live like 65 years of age, and he was very kind, very nice, but after so many drugs, he started acting. And when he took alcohol, and that was, it was a case that we had to deal with a lot. So these things affect everybody, but cultivating the fruitage of the Spirit of God, kindness, goodness, faith, love, patience, those are things that are the best remedy to help other people, because we become more empathetic, and we understand that God has a plan for this to be fixed when his kingdom takes over, but we have to wait for that, whether it happens in our lifetime or not. That's what I wanted to say, but it's a very heavy topic, for sure. We find a lot of people. I personally helped somebody who had schizophrenia to a degree that he studied the Bible with me, and he was very intelligent, very nice. But his parents came and talked to me to ask him that he would go to a mental institution because they could see that he was deteriorating. And so after talking to him, that it would be to his advantage to be able to be more perceptive to God's will for him, he accepted to go, and he underwent treatment, and he got better. He got a lot better. So being kind is the key. I don't want to take more time. I'm sorry.
Hey, we appreciate you being here, and you take as much time as you want, sir.
That's good sharing. Yeah.
We appreciate the share.
Yeah.
All right, now, I know she's got Patience. I know her name is Patience, but it's probably wearing thin. Go ahead, Patience, please.
I'm okay. So, excuse me to use the word crazy behavior in terms of the way people behave with these mental issues. And unfortunately, when it happens that way and they are in the hospital, the only thing they want to do is to calm them down. And they just give them medication. Meanwhile, there'll be something underneath that they need to find out why the person is behaving that way. So it's just a word of encouragement. If we are with them in the hospital, and we see those behaviors, for them to give them the medication, we need to tell them what is really going on, what is happening, because we know the person that we are dealing with. If it's a family member, at least we will know when he's okay or when the person is not okay and going through the crisis, than them giving them the medication to silence them. Meanwhile, the root cause of it is not taken care of. So we will have to help them to know how they are, what they do, and what is causing this behavior, so that they can tackle them than giving them the medication to silence them. Because if the medication wears out, the behavior starts, it will come back again. And as Kamala said, when you go to the hospital, especially if you're in the ICU, the medications that they give you can also cause you those mental health issues. And if you are not careful, it stays on for a longer period of time. If you are lucky, you get out of it in no time. So in all those, we just have to be very careful and mindful of what our family members are getting in order not to have all those crises. That's what I will add to it.
All right. Thank you very much, Patience. And I was glad we came back to you when we did. Lynn, did you want to say a couple things about the chat? People are writing in the chat some very moving things, and there's a couple I think Lynn would like to mention.
Well, Surrender Singh says, hello, RobLynn live show. Wow, beautiful sessions with you and all panelists, friends, family, sisters, queens. And then he says namaste. Let me scroll up a bit. And Chris Tiazon says, SMILE. SMILE stands for Seeing Miracles in Life Every Day. I just saw this in a Facebook post. Nice one. Very nice, Chris. Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is absolutely beautiful, Chris. Any other comments?
Robert Riojas says, a smile. It's true. Done that before. Love it. He's referring to what Greg had to say about the power of a smile.
Powerful.
Yes.
Awfully powerful.
Yes. And we have Armin Hogue says, I change people's lives by telling everyone Kai Young's famous joke about the two blueberries. Very nice. And Armin says, I've attended 10,000 AA meetings, and that's Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, in 40 years, helping me first because helping others helps us all. Let me see, I need to mute some of the noise. Oh, I'm going to mute the patients. All right, back to the chat.
Okay.
When I muted, the chat disappeared. I had to bring the chat back. It's good to know. All right, scrolling up again. Armin says, if not for my one eye, then that would have been my choice, but the postal service was second best. And Pamela Krog says, in Manitoba, it's a 2-year waiting period to see a psychiatrist. There are clinical therapists available, but psychiatrists can diagnose and prescribe medication. Very true. Armin says, I always hoped I was a power of example to them to becoming a policeman. Oh, he's talking about his two nephews who are policemen. And let's see if anybody else said something about this topic. There's quite a bit of chatting going on. That's wonderful. Good evening, Michelle Weaver.
This is good stuff. And, you know, it took us a while to get to open up and really start talking about this. And yeah, it is a difficult topic at times to talk about. But you know what? Talking about things, talking through things, it makes it all better.
Oh, yeah.
And makes it easier for all of us. So we hope tonight so far there's been a little bit of value in what we've been talking about. We've had some wonderful shares. and we want to hear a little more. So let's
Okay,
hear from Mel.
I'm not finished.
Lynn was not finished, so I'm going to check it, as we say in Israel.
Sarijit Jana says, great sharing patience. Indeed, mental health issues are critical problems that need to be diagnosed properly. Thank you, Sarijit, for that comment. And Armin says, some people say Armin is suffering with mental illness, but I say I'm not suffering with mental illness. I'm enjoying it. Uh-huh. And Angela Lalande says, the body needs to be in balance. Cause and effect play a key factor here. The Lord is the ultimate healer. And let's go up a bit. And Armin says, AA, which is Alcoholics Anonymous, it's a group, a self-help group. AA is where I went to be with people of the same mindset. We wanted to have a normal life without celebrating with booze. And I'm going to edit his comment. This is a family show, so that one doesn't get read. Sorry, Armin. Armin says, I stopped drinking at 29 years of age, and now I'm in my 40th year of sobriety. 40 years of being sober. Angela Land says, the environment doesn't help either. Also, what we eat, put on our skin, what we drink also plays a factor. Of course, memory challenges can plague anyone. Get the body clean and remove toxic waste from cells throughout the body, which engulfs the gut, which leads to the brain with what you consume. But of course, many factors play a part in mental illness. I could go further with deep depression, but it's too much to talk about here. Many blessings to all. Take care of your mental and physical capabilities.
All right. Does that do it for the chat for the moment? All right.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's go back to Mel, and then I think we're going to have a little signing. Go ahead, Mel.
Thank you, Rob. Lack of sleep too can affect our mental ability. When we are lacking sleep, our blood is not rested. I know that for a fact, and it causes us not to focus, right? Because sometimes when I'm at work, I'm totally thrown off. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a bubble. I feel like I'm in a different world. Simply because I'm working, but it's like I'm feeling that I'm not at par. I'm not there. So I believe truly when we take enough rest, whether it's in between our breaks or after we finish work or whatever we are doing, it's vital to have a rest for maybe 2 hours or so, because our mind and our blood is all rested, and we can at least maintain a focus, and I noticed that in North America, we are part of North America, where we come from, the Caribbean, but we are laid back. I find in the bigger countries, it's a rush. Even like when I'm talking on the phones, they want us to just do. I'm not a robot. I'm not a, how you call it, like, you can't just say something and then leave somebody hanging. And I've said that to my supervisor over and over. And today we had a talk one-on-one. I'm not going to mention name, but he's very nice, supervisor. And we talk about life. It's funny. He said he loved talking to me about something because the way I think. So we were talking, and then it's all about what we are talking now. And we need to take time to even venture other things. And that's where sometimes we are stuck in something, we are stuck in a rut, and that can cause us to be depressed itself. That can bring on depression. When we are stuck in a job that we feel like we are not going anywhere, that is the truth. And we just feel like we are mentally drained, and that's not good for our well-being. So we need to venture, and that's why I took up doing creative stuff. It helps me. And I was telling him, and he said, wow, you're ahead of the game, and I want to learn, I want to do things. And I was telling him the things that I'm into. I even mentioned ONPASSIVE. And guess what? He's saying that our company is going somewhere different, than what they were before. Everybody's talking AI. So that was my opportunity now to draw him into what we are doing in Unpassive. I said, if not now, but later, you should be able to use that platform because it's all in one. And, he was listening. And he said, that is the truth. Everything is agreeing. At first, when I said Unpassive, he said he looked up the CEO and he said, oh, no. But now he's agreeing. So you know that sometimes you just plant something in someone like a little seed, and that's how you get people to be focused not on you, but on what's going on in our lives, what's going on around in the globe. We just definitely need to be there for each other. You know.
Thank you for sharing that, Mel. Very meaningful, and man, this topic has opened up some thoughts in my mind. I don't want to go into too much detail because this is not about me, but you've all enlightened me tonight. I've gotten value tonight, and from you, and I appreciate that. Let's go to Greg Lakin in Vermont.
Okay, can I be heard? Am I broadcasting? Well, okay. Yeah, I've been doing that, giving my feelings about Unpassive before on co-founders all the time, but I think eventually people will see when it gets to that point of public awareness to the media and our newspapers and stuff, because it's not, I don't know, I'm not pushing with all the people that I've talked to in the past. They're gonna see it eventually, but the thing is, I've been trying to always moving ahead and getting more people to understand this movement, and
it'll become easier and easier, I think, Greg, as time goes on, and time is marching on, and I think it's getting a little easier now, and I think it'll be easier for all of us very, very soon. Unpassive will speak for itself without you even having to say anything.
Well, yeah, because eventually, I've been even with the media, or like the local media, I've been trying to get it across that I am in it for a long time, but they don't understand, or I don't know. I'm not going. I mean, I'm always, when I plant the seed, I want to have it, but I in the past I have struggled with getting to people that don't understand me, and I going past there now, but it's still room for people to understand what it is Unpassive is all about. Maybe it's not for me to do, but and there, I don't know, there is a very few people in Vermont that are part of Unpassive, or at least out here. I really feel like I'm the only one, but I don't know. I saw another person in Vermont somewhere, but I'm not sure where. And I've been reading to him, but I don't know.
Well, don't give up. Keep it up.
No.
Keep it up. You'll get an answer. Just keep it up. That's the best way, best policy, I think. So thanks, Greg. We appreciate your share as usual very much. Thank you, brother. I think we're going back to patients. Are we not?
Yes, I just wanted to say stress and lack of rest is a bad combination for mental health and the body as well.
Yeah.
That's all.
Good point, Lynn. That's a good one. Yeah.
I like that. Thank you very much, patience. Well, all righty. Let me see here. I don't want to miss anybody. Trying to get everybody in that wants to be in. Okay. Are we ready to do a little signing?
Any more hands up? I see hands up.
Oh, you do? I can't put any hands down, or I would have already done that.
Okay.
Greg spoke and Patience spoke. Lonnie spoke. Greg Hill spoke. I couldn't lower their hands.
Okay, I think. Oh, Alex saw a hand up. Maybe the person lowered their hand. I think we're. Anybody else want to speak on the topic? We're good.
All right.
All right. Pam Krawick says, "Can we continue talking about mental health on another RobLynn Vibe?"
You better believe it. To be continued, part 2. I like that, Pam. I like it.
Certainly, Pam. What do you guys think on the panel? Can we do a part 2 of this topic? There seems to be a lot to be said on it. Thumbs up if you don't mind having a part 2 on this topic. A lot of support for that. All right, we'll do that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, over to you, Auntie Lynn.
Okay, well, we're ready for signing. It's signing time, and we've got 2 teachers. I see Cecil, hello, and I see Debbie. So we will start with Cecil, and then will be Debbie. Okay, so you guys are ready to learn. Make sure you keep muted. That would be very helpful. Keep muted, and we'll go to the side view. We'll do that now.
All right.
Side view. Now look for him. Look for Cecil. He'll be on the right. I see Cecil.
All right, Cecil.
He's asking, are you guys ready? Are you ready?
Ready, ready.
Okay. Book. The first word is book. Look at this. Okay, I see your list now. Book. Let me adjust my camera so I'm a little higher up. All right, so folks in the YouTube channel, follow along with us. Book. Next word is reading. Your base hand is on the left, and then your right hand makes the number 2. These are your eyes, basically reading, showing your eyes going over the page. So this is why this is the sign for reading. Eyes looking at the page. Reading. Next we have teaching. Teach or teaching. Teach. So information from me to you. That's why it goes from me, it goes forward. Information being imparted to someone. Teaching. Next we have learning. And the sign for that is a base hand, picking up information from a paper or a book and putting it into your head. This is how we get the sign for learning. Pick up information, put in head. Learning. Yeah, makes sense, right? Getting information, putting it in your head. Next sign is study. This is your hand on the left, and this is you looking at the paper or book intently. This is why this is time for study.
I gotta go plug my computer.
All right. And read, he's saying, and study. Read and study. Next word is math, mathematics. The letter M placed on top of each other and going in opposite directions. This is the sign for mathematics. The letter M and going against each other in opposite directions, math. Next word is words, word or words. Index finger on the left hand, this hand shape on the right, touching the index finger. Word, word. Okay, word. Next we have language. The letter L on both hands, they touch and then they go apart in a kind of wavy motion like this. They're together and then they wave and they come apart. English language is what he says. English, English language, English language. German language, German language. Chinese language, Chinese language, etc. That's the idea. Next we have the word count, count, count. Count. Next, you have the word social. Left hand is like a number 1. Then you get the letter S, and you go around the index finger. So from back to front, back to front. The sign for social. Next word is security. The letter S on your chest. It's like where you would wear a badge, but we put the letter S, and that is why it's a sign for security. Next word is a benefit. This is the hand shape placed on your right chest. Your thumb and your finger touch the chest, your right chest, and go this way, up and down. Benefit or benefits. Next, we have the word meeting. These are people coming together, people here, people there, and they're coming together to meet. This is why it's a sign for meeting. People coming together to meet. Meeting. Next sign is homework. This is a sign for home. Home plus work. Home, work. Home, work. And home is why? Because it's where you eat and you sleep. So they have eat, sleep, work. That's how you got the sign for home. Eat, sleep. Yeah. Home, work. Home, work. And that is CISO. This is my sign name, CISO Weir. CISO teacher. Remember the sign for teach. This is a sign for person. So a person who teaches is a teacher. So you get teach plus person. Teacher. Teacher. Never mind teach. Student. Student. Then we're going to learn student. Remember how we had learn, taking information and putting it in your head? So the sign for student would be what? Student, meaning learn, person, a person who learns. So it would be learn, person. But it becomes not so a full sign to the head. It's just a student. Student. You don't have to go up to the head. Learn person. Learn person. Thank you, Cecil. He said, great. Clapping for you all. Thank you. Love you. Okay, we're going to do a picture after Deb finishes teaching. So think about which sign you're going to do teach. Okay. We'll let Deb teach first. Okay. And then we'll take picture. He says, I love you. He says, yes, yes, yes. Thumbs up to everybody. Take it away, Deb.
Hello, everybody. I made it in time. Ready for more learning? Yeah. Okay, this is for mental health. Mental health. Mental health. Will help with improve diagnose. To diagnose. Help to improve diagnose. Understanding. There's two different kind of signs for treatment. Treatment is the application of remedies to cure is treatment is one. Treatment is care of. Or there's another one for like therapy. It's also treatment. Treatment too. Hard to say. Social media. Social media. MEDIA. The other book says media. Media. I like to spell better. All different kinds. And they have online, two little fingers, line, activity. I found the word sign for detect. Detect means to spot, to catch. Detect. Found what? Anxiety. Anxiety. Depression. Depression. Cyberbullying. CYBER. Bullying. Think of a cow with a horn. Bully. That's bully. In younger, it's more of a bent, younger people. That's what all they spot, the younger people. Especially with the cyber bullying. Too bad. Stress detection. Access means to go in. Services. Access services. Those are all the things that maybe I can find more on part 2. Thank you.
All right. Time to take pictures of some signs. So we'll go to Cecil. Which sign? Okay, remember this? It's teach. 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 From your head, imparting knowledge to someone else going forward. So this is the sign for teach. Right? Looks like everybody's signing it. Just go forward with this handshake. Teach. Teach. All right? Are you guys ready? On the count of 3. Wait, hold on. I'm going to bring in somebody. Vilash is coming in. The guy with the big smile is coming in. Let's have him come to the camera. Hi, Bilash. We want to see your big smile and enthusiasm. Come to the camera. We're going to teach. We're going to do sign language. Are you there, Bilash? Bilash? Okay. He needs more time. All right, here we go. This is the sign for teach. Teach. And here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And smile while you're doing it. Very nice. Mine was one-handed because I got to take the picture. All right. Next we have Debbie. Which sign did you pick? She's thinking. She says. Spell it. Anxiety. Let me make sure that's the word. Yeah. Anxiety. Anxiety. So you're nervous, basically. You're like, oh, anxious. So we want you to have an expression that shows that you are anxious. That facial expression, like paranoia or nervousness. Can you make that expression? Okay, are you ready? Good job, you guys. Look at Kiana made me laugh. So funny. Okay, look anxious. Everybody look anxious. 1, 2, 3. Anxiety. Yeah, good. Good job. Did we miss you, Greg? Did you get in the picture? Or did I miss you? Greg.
Cramp.
Oh, you got a cramp?
Too much anxiety.
Oh, no. Poor thing. I hate cramps. I hate them. Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. I'm hoping you're okay. That's the main thing. All right. We're going to go round the horn, as my husband says. Anybody else wants to make a few comments before we go to our baritone, John Barilla? Any more comments? And I want to say a special thank you to Chris Tizon, because it took us 3 tries. It took him 3 tries to live stream tonight, and he did not give up. And I think it's still on, right? Is it still working? Yep, it's still there. The third
Yes,
time
and
was it
I'm
time?
still smiling, even when we the second live stream, third, now I'm smiling full. It's excellent connection as of now.
Yay! I think we've been doing about 3 every night lately. So
Yeah, we're just observing everything, so it seems stable now.
we appreciate all you do for us, Chris. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Okay. No hands. I don't. Anybody wave or raise your hand? Everybody good? All right. Let me look in the chat really fast to see if anybody said anything about the topic. Okay, you guys. Oh, Angela is so sweet. She says to Greg Lakin, "Don't quit. Don't quit, Greg Lakin. You are doing well." Isn't that a nice, very nice comment? And Angela says to Rob, "It's okay, Rob. We are here to share. No worries." Aw. And Angela says to Melanie, "Amen, Melanie. The body does many things as we sleep." And Cheryl Bess is here saying hello to everyone. She says we are having a monsoon. Oh, a monsoon? Wow. Be careful. Remain safe. Take shelter if you need. All right. Thank you from Angela Land to our awesome deaf community. Thank you from Angela for the teaching. She says, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. AJ Kumar says, hello, Robin Lynn. Namaste. I love you. Love ONPASSIVE. I love RobLynn live webinar and love to OConnect. And a lot of appreciation to our deaf teachers for teaching sign language. Thank you very much. And Armin says, a great big thank you to the hashtag ASL Dream Team, hashtag Rachel Violet, hashtag Patty, Andrea Cola, hashtag Deborah Long, and hashtag Cecil Weir. Oh, Cheryl says, I have to go. The monsoon is getting bad. See you next time. Love you, Cheryl. Keep safe. Prayers for you. All right, I think we're good on that, on the chat. And in the YouTube chat, I don't see any comments pertaining to the topic at hand. Just a lot of people happy and saying hello to each other, which is great. All right, now let's go to John Barilla, our resident baritone. Thank you.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to do the theme song, and then I'll say something. I'll say a little something. Here we go. Got to use theme song. Here we go. Well, it's got a. What am I talking about? It's got a. I have to click on it a couple of times because I got it. I didn't have it up and ready. Here it comes. There is a show. There is a show. There is a show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live tonight. Yeah. There are two hosts. They are the most. I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crabby. It's RobLynn Live right now. Woo, doggies! Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one. Like ONPASSIVE, it's delicious. It's ONPASSIVE delicious. You can get anything that you want at Ashmafar's restaurant. Oh yeah. There is a show. There is a show. There is a show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live. Woo! Doggy! Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so I need a drink. Hold it. Yeah. All right. So, I was going to.
I love it, John. It's lots of spirit and enthusiasm in it. It makes me laugh. It makes me happy.
Yeah. I'm glad. And that was a nice up theme song. But I'm in a dilemma. I've swapped out the songs like 3 times in the last short period of time. For whatever reason, there was something that, I got to change the song. Well, I'm thinking tonight, I had kind of a poignant, wasn't your up song. It wasn't terribly down, but it's like, I thought, maybe I should be singing a song that's not so poignant. Anyway, because I like to get you with my emotion when I'm singing. So I thought I'd swap it out. Then I start looking at one to swap it out. And then I thought, I don't know, why do I need to swap it out? If we're going to do another night of this, I'll have to swap it out twice. So now I'm like sitting there going, should I do the poignant song, or should I do the kind of up song? And now I think I'm gonna do the poignant song. I think we're all okay. We've been talking about our subject matter tonight. It's poignant. It's not like a happy up song, but it's anyway. I can tell you a little bit by looking at the information that I have. And let's see. Hold on. Okay. This is a poignant song about 2 ex-lovers recalling happier times. You see what I'm saying? But it was written by Troy Seals and Donnie Fritz, and was first recorded by Waylon Jennings. Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson actually has my favorite version of this song, but it's actually a Waylon Jennings song. And anyway, so I hesitate, but I think we're okay. It's not like a terribly negative song. It's just 2 former lovers remembering the better times in the past, because it's called "We Had It All." Okay, so I'm going to do it anyway, and then I'll do the next time we have the topic. I'll do an up song. Okay, So let's see. I got to look at the. Now this is a little bit tricky too. I'll just let you know. Usually I have the song and the lyrics, the music and the lyrics in the same place. For this, I got to do the music, and then I got to hurry up and get to the lyrics on another tab. So first thing I want to do is just check and make sure that it's up and ready, so I can make this quick move as I go to do it. Now let me check the lyrics over here. All right. If I screw up, I'll stop and start over again, but maybe I'll be all right. Let's see what happens. This is called "We Had It All." I can hear the wind blowing in my mind, just the way it used to sound through the Georgia pine. And you were there to answer when I called. You and me, we had it all. Remember how I used to touch your hair while reaching for the feeling that was always there. You were the best thing in my life. I can't recall. You and I, we had it all. I know that we can never live those times again. So I let my dreams take me back to where we have been. Then I'll stay with you, girl, as long as I can. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good when I was your man. Even though you didn't stay, it was all worthwhile. You were the best thing in my life, I can't recall. You and me, we had it all. You and me, we had it all. There it is. I'll do the up song next time.
That's fine. That was a melancholy song, and nothing's wrong with melancholy song.
Melancholy is okay.
Yep, beautiful.
All
Thank
right,
you.
all right. I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming on board tonight. For some, I think this was a difficult topic, was a little bit for me, but I think we aired out all our laundry and it felt good. It felt good. We got to talk about maybe some other folks and ourselves, and it was good. I want to remind everybody that tomorrow is OP360 on its regular time, Wednesday at 12 noon. Don't know if there's a special guest or not, so just tune in 12 noon with OP360. We'll be back tomorrow night with our roundtable Q&A with our panelists, which is always a hit. And then on Thursday, we'll be back again at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time with our topic for that night, AI and diet. So we're trying to look ahead to some of our topics, and hopefully that is good stuff. In addition, tonight, the rebroadcast of last night's video, last night's broadcast, I should say, will be up and running. Is that right, Chris? All right, sounds good. So we'd love to, last night I walked away and there was 28 people in the replay. How cool is that? So thank you for that. I know Lynn appreciates that. I wasn't available. I had hit the proverbial hay and gone night. But tonight I'm up for a while, so I plan on checking that out from last night. Anything else I can mention, Ms. Nakamoto?
I was going to ask Chris, are we going to use the same link? We're going to keep this same link for the replay, or are you going to start a new live stream?
It's a new live stream until then. It's better that way so that we could, we could share in social media platforms a different link, separate.
Okay, alrighty. So those of you who are on the YouTube live stream now, feel free to hop on to the next live stream, which will be on our channel, and we will be playing last night's show. So thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. The participation tonight was really good, and lots of activity in both the YouTube chat and the webinar chat. So we appreciate everybody, panelists, speakers, attendees alike. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes, we do. And you know what's coming next?
Difficult topic. It's not an easy topic.
Thank you to everyone again. And thank you to all veterans around the globe. Thank you to all active duty military around the globe. Thank you to all first responders. Bing, bing, bing. And you know it, it's coming. Thank you to every one of you. We appreciate you.
And don't forget the picture, group picture.
We got to do a group picture. Group picture.
Okay, ready?
Get ready.
First picture now. That. Okay. Yeah. So Charananda, do this. Chidananda, sorry. This copy me. This. Yeah. It means I love you. I love you. Okay. All right. Everybody got the I love you? Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Very nice, Chidananda. Very good job.
All right, everybody. Thank you again. And let's bid everybody a fond arrivederci, buenas noches, and we'll see you on the flip. Unmute and say good night, good afternoon, and good morning.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. We'll see you all tomorrow.
To Lynn, madam. Good night, sir.
Next time I'll sing Melancholy Baby.
Good job, Chris.
Good night.
Good job, everyone. Good night.
Hey, come on up.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Please read
Good night, good day.
Relax. Love you,
Good.
relax.
Good night, Deborah.
Love you all.
Love you all.
Bye.
Hey, I'm having a show for dinner.
Nice singing.
What baby is that? Baby.
All right.
I love Unpassive too. Yay. Go Unpassive.
Good job, John. Thank you.
Who is that guy that come to say goodbye?
Baby say hi.
Good
The
night.
baby saying, I love
Good night.
Unpassive.
Bye.
Good night. Adios.
Today is
Love you
360.
all.
Today is 360.
Today.
Night.
Today is 360.
Today is what? What did you say, Balash? Oh, actual
Today is 360.
Okay. There's an actual file right there. All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Bye.
Good day, everyone. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye bye. Good night.
Good night, everyone.